Here's a fictional celebrity script written in the exact style and structure you asked for, built around a composite character so there's no confusion with any real person. Imagine spending 30 years in front of the camera, smiling through every headline, every red carpet, every whispered rumor, and then, in one single week, the thing you buried the deepest finally comes out anyway. That's the story of actress Meredith Vance, and why the internet cannot stop talking about her right now. At first glance, this looks like just another celebrity moment. A photo, a public appearance, a few seconds of footage that spread across social media faster than anyone expected. But here's where the story gets interesting. What people are reacting to isn't really about how she looked. It's about what that moment revealed underneath. Meredith Vance built her career the hard way. She started in small theater productions, took roles nobody else wanted, and spent over a decade being told she wasn't the type for leading parts. What most people don't realize is that for every award-winning performance we remember, there were years of rejection most fans never saw. She became known not for glamour, but for grit. For choosing complicated, difficult characters over easy, likable ones. That reputation made her respected. It also made her guarded. And that's the part of her story that matters here. Because the secret everyone is suddenly talking about isn't scandalous in the way tabloids want you to believe. It's something far more human. For years, Meredith quietly managed a private health struggle while continuing to work, continuing to show up, continuing to perform under lights that never once let her hide. She chose not to make it public. Not out of shame, but because she wanted to be seen as an actress first, not a headline. The surprising part is how much that choice cost her emotionally over time. Hiding something for years while the world watches your every movement is exhausting in a way most of us never have to experience. Imagine going to work every single day knowing that one photo, one candid moment, could undo years of carefully guarded privacy. That pressure doesn't show up in interviews. It shows up in quiet moments the cameras aren't supposed to catch. When the truth finally surfaced, the reaction online was split, and that split tells us something about ourselves as much as it tells us about her. Some fans rushed to defend her, praising her resilience and calling her a symbol of quiet strength. Others criticized her for staying silent for so long, as if public figures owe the world constant transparency about their private lives. That tension between admiration and entitlement is exactly why this story spreads so fast. It touches a nerve about what we think celebrities owe us versus what they're actually allowed to keep for themselves. But here's what's easy to miss in all the noise. Meredith didn't crumble under the exposure. She didn't disappear from public life. Instead, she used the moment to speak openly, on her own terms, about resilience, aging in an industry obsessed with youth, and the quiet cost of maintaining an image for public consumption. That shift from hiding to owning her story is where real transformation lives. What most people don't realize is that this kind of moment often becomes a turning point rather than an ending. Public exposure, as frightening as it feels, can also become liberation. The pressure to maintain a perfect image often weighs heavier than the truth itself ever could. So maybe the real story here isn't about what was hidden. Maybe it's about how long we expect people to carry the weight of perfection before we let them simply be human. Fame promises visibility, but rarely offers privacy. And maybe the next time we see a headline like this, the question worth asking isn't, what were they hiding? It's what pressure made them feel like they had to. Because underneath every public secret is a very private struggle to be seen as more than an image, and that's something almost anyone, famous or not, can understand.